So we live in an era of an existential crisis. Yes, you heard me right. We live in an era of an existential crisis. The only thing that binds us binds the digital generation is the memes. The only language we know right now. So we see.
Welcome back to the Storytellers Social Summit 2020. Happy World Social Media Day again. Today, day 2, we are starting with one of the most anticipated sessions of the summit, meme marketing. How do you make your audience laugh and connect to your brand and your personality? We have none other than Mrinil to talk about this. Naveen is going to be your lovely host for today. And without further ado, before that, how did you get here? Thanks to the cool email you got, right? That was sent to you through HandySends. Make sure you check them out. All right, Naveen, over to you.
Happy Social Media Day once again, everyone. In this session, we are going to discuss how meme marketers are disrupting marketing meme one at a time. We have Mrinil Mathur Rajwani, founder of Social Ketchup, managing partner and marketing head at Social Samosa. Founded in 2011 with the vision of becoming knowledge repository for thoughts, ideas, and dialogue about social media scenario in India, Social Samosa has successfully attained their goal and growing strongly with Social Ketchup, Media Samosa, and Local Samosa. Mrinil herself believes that advertising and conversations on social media mirrors our society, and she is strongly against milking a sensitive topic for a marketing gimmick. Who else we can have for meme marketing, right? Over to you, Mrinil.
Thank you so much, Naveen. I think this was the sweetest introduction for me. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for having me here. Like I always say, that it gives me like an immense pleasure to talk about social media, to celebrate World Social Media Day. So before starting anything, happy World Social Media Day to everyone. Let's celebrate it in its true spirit. So yeah, thank you so much.
Let's start.
Okay. So for my today's session, I'm going to talk about meme marketing. I'll not use it as meme marketing or meme advertising, meme-vertising. There are so many words to it, but I would like to look at how meme creators are disrupting marketing game one meme at a time. So I'll quickly talk about, just give me a second, I'll just share my screen. Hi, guys, is it fine?
Yes, Mrinil.
Yes, is it okay? So once again, thank you, Storytellers Social Summit. I'm happy that the day one went so well. I'm glad that we all celebrated it. I'll quickly talk about this topic, and before going ahead, as Naveen also mentioned, and I have mentioned it like several times all this while. So we're going to talk about meme creators disrupting the marketing game one meme at a time. So Naveen did mention about my experience, my career, my designations, but I still want to talk about it because that's what you do. So I'm Mrinil Mathur Rajwani, managing partner at Social Samosa Network. Social Samosa Network also has 3 to 4 more portals. So we have Social Samosa, where we talk about a lot of marketing and advertising industry, what they're doing, the advertising industry, what they're working on, the brands, campaigns, and everything that is coming up. At Social Ketchup, we talk about everything tangy. So it's ketchup, so we have to go tangy. So everything tangy, we work with creators, we work with memers, we work for everything buzzing on the social media platform. So as a founder of Social Ketchup, meme marketing, meme advertising is very close to my heart. Okay, so while I was working for this presentation, while I thought I'll put something together, Musk helped me a bit. What he did was, few days back, he tweeted about this: who controls the memes controls the universe. So do we need any more validation after this? I mean, memes is a global phenomenon now, so you don't need anything else. Okay. So once, Sir Rajamouli, the director of Bahubali, in one of an interview said that he realized the popularity of Bahubali when he saw the flood of memes on the internet. That's the power game of memes. That's the power game of the volume of memes that we create, and how it makes it more important even for the creators, the creator of such a nice movie or such a humongous movie, to believe that the movie is famous. With this, but I really want to talk about one thing. So we live in an era of an existential crisis. Yes, you heard me right. We live in an era of an existential crisis. The only thing that binds us binds the digital generation is the memes. The only language we know right now. So we see meme on movies, we see memes on politics, we see memes on whatever is happening. We see, say, a digital show, a sports. We see people going viral, and the list can go on and on and on. So these memes, why are they so special for us? Because they make us laugh, they make us cry, they unite this digital generation. They are basically the reason why we go on, why we are active on Twitter. They are the medium with which we know a lot of current affairs. I mean, I'm sure we do. In short, they make our lives bearable. Agree? So then what's better than for a brand to reach to their audience in the language they understand? I'm sure you guys will agree to me. So, well, this takes me to these brands. I mean, who doesn't know about them? Zomato, Spotify, Netflix. And what's common between all three of them, other than being the survival kit for our needs, like on a normal day? So, I seriously wish you could answer me, guys, but so I'll answer on your behalf. So these brands are the social media savvy brands. And most importantly, these brands understand the power of memes. They understand the power of real-time moments. So I'll just take you. So this happened. I am not sure if you guys saw this, but if you haven't, then you're missing. You're not something, and you're not active on social media. If you have seen this, proud of you. So what happened was, someone just tweeted to Spotify, not even to Spotify. They tweeted that in this cookie, the Good Day cookie, they can see a Spotify logo and they cannot unsee after it. And what led to this was this. So Spotify changed their logo to this cookie, and the bio to even we can't unsee it now. So which is in line with what the meme was. And this conversation didn't end here. This led to Good Day also jumping in and talking about giving it's like jumping on the bandwagon and talking about the same thing. And this led to this, which they released a creative which was similar to the Spotify logo. Another example, what we have here is we can't forget about the Sonu Ki Smile, the viral Sonu Ki Smile, which of a Zomato driver, like a delivery boy. And the answer of Sonu was a smile. For anything you ask him, the answer was in a smile, even if it's a sad day, if it's a happy day, the money he makes, everything. And that went literally viral over the internet. We saw tons and tons of memes and conversations happening around it. So what Zomato did was, They owned up the conversations. They banned on the conversation which was happening of Zomato delivery boys. They made the best out of it, and what they did was they changed their Twitter and Instagram bio to welcome to the Happy Rider fan club account, and they changed the photo also. Instead of their logo, they used Sonu's photo. And what it led to was this, and not just this, a lot more. But what happened, this is one of the favorite example I have is, so Lay's also, if you guys don't know, Lay's also have this customized package which they did with influencers, they did with celebrities, where they had their smile. So they used this, Sonu smiled, we smiled back. So this was I'm just trying to set the importance of memes and what a viral meme can do. Okay, Netflix, when you're talking about memes, you can't go even a minute or more than without mentioning about Netflix. So what Netflix did recently was understanding the mood of the nation, the lockdown thing. What they did was they did a quarantine life and a lockdown life series based on series memes based on their popular show Sacred Games. So if you could see, all of them, like me watching the milk boil or ginger garlic paste to dhania powder. All these memes are very, very relatable to anyone. Like for you, for me, everyone. All this comes to the main question. What is meme marketing? So meme marketing is an evolved subset of content marketing which involves the right use of memes and vehicles to drive a brand's objective. So then how can memes help solve my brand business problems? I'm pretty sure any brand manager, any social media manager, digital marketer listening to this might be convinced that you should have meme marketing as a part of the marketing mix, but don't know how to do it. So here is why my next slides are for, or how I can help you out. So today, everyone is like the digital native today is bombarded with a lot of ads, retargeted ads, long form content. Every minute we see a lot of things that are shown to us if we are active on our social media or any digital platform. We see so much content that the overall organic reach to these branded content that goes, say, ads or retargeted ad, is very less. So memes, on the other hand, are evolving. They are high on engagement. They stand out and they are something which gets the eyeball. They gets the gets the pulse of the audience. So they are snackable, they are shareable. You see it, like it's easy for us. We all see that such memes are also passed on to, not from under just the Facebooks or the Instagrams or these social media, but they are passed on to WhatsApp also and reaches out to the audience we don't know. Like a family, even we see them also sharing such things. So that makes way more sense for a marketer to opt for meme marketing. So all these things that I talked about from past 5 to 10 minutes now, I'll talk to you guys now in a typical marketing jargon. So we'll look how memes can help us with the typical marketing funnel that we all learned all this while or been applying all these years. So we know that for any marketing, we need to focus on our IDA model, and that's why I've used this funnel. So the top funnel will help in breaking the shackles platform's algorithm, create mass awareness. So like I mentioned all this while, that means reach out to the audience that we even can't have like control of. We can't count them. It's that huge of audience that it reaches out to. So that's why it is. If you want to create a mass awareness, memes is the option that you should definitely check out. So and that takes me, if you check our awareness bit, then it takes us to the engagement bit. So it facilitates deeper engagement. I'll talk about these examples, how the engagement in my coming slides and coming topics. But I'm sure you guys agree here that if it's just not the awareness, memes give you a lot of engagement also, because of the same reasons that we've been talking all this while. And they do drive conversion. Sorry, my bad. They do drive conversions. So the conversions can be in the form of, say, you talk about, can be in the form of like a footfall to your store, or eyeballs to your show, or app downloads, anything. It can be anything, and not everything, but not everything. Every meme campaign will drive that, or you can see it from your social media lens that you use, but it will in some or the other way. So I'll talk about diffusion of innovation. I mean, like, this model which marketing gurus gave can be applied to any form of marketing campaign we use. So maybe it's if the way it falls true for a traditional campaign or a digital campaign, this also falls true for your meme marketing campaign. So I'll explain this entire slide a little bit more with the examples I have. But if someone doesn't know about this, innovators are the ones who start with something, or early adopters are the ones who take it, like the first ones to adopt it. Then we have early majority people, late majority people, and laggards. I think I'll do justice to this when I have the example at my hand. But before, along with that, I also wanted, so I'll talk about diffusion model, and I'll also talk about marketing strategy of own, paid, and earn. So I know everyone knows about this concept about own, paid, and earn media. So we'll work around it. So what I'm going to do is, I have an example, like it's a recent example, and I'm pretty sure all my digital generation, OTT savvy people will know about it. The binge watching generation will at least know about it. So I'm going to talk about Patal Lok, Amazon Prime's latest show, and how they managed to rule the internet right now. So like we said, there is something called as innovators. So these, I'll put Amazon Prime as an innovator. I'll put them as their own media. So what they did was, once the show was live or it was about to release, what they did was they made this meme template, Swarglok, Dhartilok, Patalok, and they did a slider of this. Not just this, but a couple of memes they did. And this is one of them. And this became like almost became like a viral meme format, or if not viral, but a lot of brands, a lot of individuals picked it up and made it. So what they did, as in this was the owned, what they did was, this was the paid. So what paid happens is, you talk about, so you go to the meme pages who are active. So you'll, as a secret, I'll tell you, there are lot of Twitter accounts, the meme pages on Instagram with heavy following. What they do is, what you can do is get in touch with them, ask them, do it as a paid association, ask these people to float some memes. So while these people, because they have so much clout regarding to memes, they are the your early majority peoples or the early adopter peoples who make these contents float, and not just for this, but they float these meme templates, and a lot of other people seeing them on internet picks it up and then also share it. So that's why it made sense for, say, Amazon Prime or for any show to partner with these. So these two people, this is one is a fake ad co is a paid page on Instagram, and we all know Pranav Sabra. So they all, like, this is one of the example that I picked up. So what that led to is because like these famous memers and these famous meme pages made this content, a lot of others also followed up. So they earned a lot of conversations happening, a lot of the meme templates got famous over the internet. They also earned this, they also earned media, like they earned this from the way brands also made content. So say Travel XP did, Paytm did, Tinder did, Baskin did. There are a lot of things. So MI India also talked about, Durex talked about. So in all form, these brands also, so for these brands, it became like a moment which they wanted to latch on. And for Amazon, it became like an earned media. Yeah, and then a lot of pages. So this, I'm pretty sure this led to a lot of conversation about Patal Lok. So if you watched the show, you didn't, but you were part of these conversation, and which I'm 110% sure that might have resulted in a lot of people tuning in and watching Patal Lok. And in a lot of sense, it led to the success Patal Lok saw. And also, so this is one of the digital example that we all know, and from the entertainment industry. I also want to talk about a case study which a brand called as Big Bazaar did. So we all know Big Bazaar is a brand whose conversations are in day-to-day life are also very funny. They talk about a lot of, their conversations is also like that. So what they did was, in association with a bunch of memers, with 𝗦𝘁cie𝗿𝗆𝗶𝗹𝗶, what they did was a paid meme campaign, and I think they are one of the early ones who did this. So they had a sale going on, and to get people to that, or to get people to come to the stores, or avail their discount coupons. So what they did, this meme campaign, so they had a similar kind of meme set which was circulated on prominent meme pages on the internet, and a lot of conversations that happened along with it. So these are the numbers. So Facebook reach of 1.5 million, which is way too much, and the engagement rate is also so much. So they reached out to the audience who knew about it. So since it was not just these memes, but the memes had a call to action also. People who are seeing these memes also got an information about where to go and avail those discounts. They also got to know about the offers. There were the swipe up links. There are all these things that led to a lot of the conversions I was talking earlier, that it led to conversions for them. So I want to talk, with this, I come to end of my presentation and the topic I wanted to cover. And I'm hoping that I convinced a lot of marketers to look at meme marketing with a new lens. But in the end, I want to just give these 3-point game plan to kickstart your journey. So A, create shareable and snackable memes. Keep your audience insights in mind, your brand objectives, your message, and it should be of the right context. You don't have to do anything just because everyone is doing it, or just because it's in, or someone said, or Mrinil said it, that okay, I have to keep meme marketing in my marketing mix. So it's not just because of that. It should match your audience insights. If you think your brand is like that you can pull off a meme marketing game, you do it. you definitely do it. It should not be a force fit. See formats, templates on affinity pages across Instagram. So you don't always have to think or take the example of what Amazon did, that, okay, I should be the one who start the meme campaign. It's okay and it's nice that you get it seeded, you get your format seeded on the pages who are actually talking about memes or actually talking about such snackable content. So what you can do is to say, like what Big Bazaar did was they let 𝗦𝘁cie𝗿𝗆𝗹𝗶 do that. Or what you can do is you associate with such Instagram pages, you associate with such individuals who talk about such, like Pranav Sabra was one example. You talk to Akshar about it. So there are more of these, and thanks to them you can connect with them, and you can do that. Let meme do the magic. Let these people do their magic, and then amplify the content generated with this exercise using your paid and earned avenues. Like maybe you go ahead and get them covered somewhere, or like in an article, and you come to us. You can do that. If you have like your create, like I also said that, like already said, that you go for creator collabs, you go with your brand collabs. So nowadays the brand conversations are also picking up, and it makes like it melts the internet. So you can do that also. So you have to amplify it. Okay. With this I end my conversation. I end that. Okay. My spiel to convince you for meme marketing, meme advertising, whatever you say, but that's what I want to put forward. Okay, I can turn it off. Naveen,
Yeah, sure. Thanks for such a wonderful session, Mrinil. Loved every second of it. Loved the memes you shared as well. We have some question for you though. Like, shall we start? Sure. So our first question is, what if meme backfires and damages brand image?
So that's a very relevant thing, and I think that did in past also to a couple of brands, and that's why I kept saying my 3-pointer game started with the one thing that you keep in mind, that what is your what is your brand personality, what is in your brand, if your brand communicates in that way or not. So you keep that in mind. You have to keep that in that the sensitivity of your audience, so that I'll say one thing, that memes are sensitive to your audience sensibilities. So you keep that in mind, and that's when you plan your campaigns. So you just don't rush into making one.
Great. So another question is meme marketing only for brand awareness? If it's for lead gen, how can we measure the performance?
So like I mentioned, like one of my examples, one of my example was for the awareness, and what my example for Big Bazaar was for the conversions bit. I know it's not difficult for people to see ROI. So people keep saying that digital is used for ROI, and but I don't understand that completely. There's a lot of dark social that happens, and you can't have a measure to it. But I will not say that it's only for the awareness bit. They do lead to some conversions. Like I said, I'm pretty sure the success Amazon got for the Papata look somewhat should be accounted to the meme conversation that happened around. I mean, like, the show gets its credibility, people of being nice, but it happens you have to drive people to watch this, and that happened because of this. So sure if we reach out to Amazon, they will tell you that how much conversations they happen. But I'm sure that they lead to a conversion also. For Big Bazaar also conversions happened. So they had this one of the biggest sale for them. So like I said, there were apps, swipe ups, and there were a lot of other things. So those swipe ups were for the meme after the memes were shared. So those swipe ups led to their traffic on their website where people could avail discount. So that way it also led to a conversion for them.
Okay. So in short, like sales happen in multi-touch. So me marketing can be one of them, and it can be a first touch, right?
Right. So, like you can't measure ad led, like you can measure, but not be from your performance. But you cannot always say that okay, my digital ad got me these many conversions.
Yeah.
You can on digital generally when we talk about ROI, we talk about the reach we got, the engagement we got, and it because of which it can lead to a lot of conversions. In the same way, this is one of the touch point, and it's an easy touch point for everyone. So if memes falls in your zone and you make one, it's the quickest and the cheapest medium that you can avail.
Sure. Next question is how to use meme marketing for B2B.
Okay, that's a tough one. If you crack it, you can. There's nothing going back. It's a dicey track though. So what we we are a B2B publisher. Social Samosa is a B2B publisher, but what we do is we have like a agency live format that we've been doing for past 3 to 4 years now, and it's a meme format. But it's a meme format for my audience. So not everyone will understand, but anyone who's worked in an agency or worked in a marketing domain will understand. So it's in agency life. We make fun. We make meme of the life we all go through. So while we also talk about a lot of brand work which is happening, agency life is one of the top most engaged audience posts for us, or the audience, the people who are in touch with us for that. We've seen it grow like manifolds in over the years. So.
Great. Next question is how to make quality memes. How to get right content for memes.
Can you repeat the question?
How to make quality memes.
Okay.
And how to get right content for memes.
So I'll tell you, so don't go for the quality bit for memes when it comes to, because for any influencer marketing campaign also, one thing which is said is let the influencer do the magic. In the same way, let the meme page do the magic. You don't force fit that मेरा logo यहाँ इतना बड़ा आना चाहिए या मेरा caption ऐसे mention होना चाहिए. They are not your channel. So they are a medium. They know their channel page as well. So it's okay if your logo is small or something. They are using their cocky language. Let it be about that. Quality, you leave it. Basis the content. There are few things you can do. Keep an eye on what's trending. So if it's trending and you bank on it, then you are falling into like the right content zone already. Then always check that if you're making a meme, it should be in the same tone your brand always talk about. So I'll give you Brand Factory as one of the examples. So we had a chance to talk to them. So Brand Factory has been again another brand who is always funny and a youth in language. So what they also do is, if they are making a meme on their page, the brand communication never changes. The type of brand communication they manage for their normal digital creatives, they use the same type of language for their memes also.
So next question and final one is, how to find out the right kind of memes that resonate with the audience?
Uh, that's very easy. You can either follow a lot of meme pages. You can follow brands who are doing a lot of meme pages. You can follow us. We cover a lot of memes, like at Social Samosa and Social Ketchup. That jokes apart. What you can do is, like I said, follow a lot of relevant pages. Be trendy. There are portals who are dedicated only for meme. So you can get some old classic meme formats, and you can also see the upcoming meme formats. You can see the global meme formats that are coming up. So you just be there. Like, you have to have like your internet surfing game on point. Your brand will have to latch on the moment which is happening.
Great. Thanks a lot, Mrinil, for joining with us. And my personal request is create Chennai chapter of Local Samosa. We are waiting for it. Like, I can see all the big cities, but not Chennai.
So if you guys can help us build that, I'm pretty sure I'll ask Local Samosa team to get in touch with you guys. And
sure.
and they are happy to expand it to all cities possible. I think Chennai is a little far for us. So we don't want to cover something which we don't know. And
we are here. We are here.
Nothing closing deals on call.
So no, I'll ask them to get in touch with you guys and they create content for Chennai also.
Great. Thanks a lot for joining us, Mrinil, once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Happy World Social Media Day to everyone.
Happy World Social Media Day once again. Thanks a lot, Mrinil. It was a really wonderful session. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
So yes, Mrinil, again, thank you so much. So I mean, throughout the session, all I did was like laugh and flip out most of the time. And when we see meme marketing, you didn't just like show us examples and say, hey, we are done. You actually walked us through case studies and actual theories of meme marketing and implementing them as such as well. Thank you so much, Mrinil.
Thank you for having me.
No,
I'm hoping that the session turned out of some use to all of you and to your audience, and people will start looking at meme marketing with a new lens.
Definitely, I'm sure, Mrinil. Also, Mrinil, what would be the best place for people to reach out to you?
I think WhatsApp is best. I mean, that's the quickest, because with the tons of emails that I get every day, some emails get like unnoticed. So I think WhatsApp is the best.
Done. Sure.
Plus, I stay in a low network, like an airport zone, so calls are worst for me. If you want to reach out to me via calls, then that's not going to happen. You'll never get through the network. So
I'm glad we got through to you though, because it's such a brilliant session. Thanks again, Mrinil. Alright, so what was your favorite meme campaign from what Mrinil told us? Memes definitely crack us up, and they're probably one of the best ways to connect, as we started out with the session with. What is your favorite meme? Send that out. Let's start like a tidal wave out of it. Make sure you guys tag Mrinil and Social Ketchup as well, so that they see that. Make sure you guys tag us as well. And hey, a really cool goodie might come knocking your door. We have a jam-packed session today. I will see you in next session. Until then, make sure you guys bookmark this page so that you don't miss that out. And also make sure you enable pop-up notifications if you haven't already. We will see you.
Hold up, just before we leave, this summit will not be possible without you, our speakers, and our exquisite sponsors, HandySends. HandySends are the official partners of 𝗬𝗬𝗏, arguably one of the best mailing tools out there, right? These cool emails we're sending you, as I mentioned, were sent to you through HandySends as well. So make sure you check them out. They make the life of all developers and marketers alike easy. It's completely plug and play. Make sure you check them out, as I mentioned. And for the summit attendees, they have this cool 6 months for free offer, and their pro plans are at 20% off as well. Make sure you find the link down there, and we will see you in the next session. Make sure you send out all your social shares with hashtag #ThankYouSocial, thanking the power of social and our digital heroes. I will see you in the next session.